Hello there. So, I'm 67 years old. Now, why am I telling you that? And what does that have to do with God or whatever else we talk about in church or children's time? Oh, and another question just popped into my head. Why do people get older and older and older? And why do some people not want to get older? And why do they not want other people to know how old they are when they do get older? Why? Why? Well, I'll answer my first question, which was, as you remember, why am I telling you that I am 67 years old? The answer is kind of a secret I'll share with you, but before I tell you the secret, I have another question. How many years older am I than you are? And here's another way to ask the question, which has the same answer. How old was I when you were born? Now, I can't answer either of those two questions without knowing something that you know. And what is that something? You're pretty smart. I know that because God made you that way. So I bet you know what I need to know from you to know how old I was when you were born. So, what do I need to know? Right. I need to know how old you are now. So let me know. Tell me how old you are. What's that? Oh, all right. This is a video, not a FaceTime chat. Oh well. Let's pretend you're 10 years old. That means that when you were born, I was 10 years younger than I am now. So because I know that I am 67 years old now, and that you are 10 years old now, I know that I was 57 years old when you were born. To put it another way, I am 57 years older than you. So here's the secret. Even though I have lived 57 years longer than you have, I still can't answer most of the why questions you or anybody else could throw at me. No matter how old you get, there is always so much you don't know. So, what are some questions that someone as old as I can't answer very well? We call these age old questions, questions that have been on people's minds forever, and that maybe no person will ever be able to answer. Why do people fight so much? Why do countries go to war? Why is it so hard for people to obey the commandment, love your neighbor? Jesus tells us that even the people we don't know or the people who are from another country that we're at war with are our neighbors. It gets confusing. And why is everything so confusing sometimes? That's another age old question. Well, why am I asking these questions? Well, that one I can answer. If you are in school, you had a day off on Thursday, right? Why? Well, you might know the answer to that. It was Veterans Day, the day we honor veterans. Veterans are those people who served in the Army or the Navy or the Marines or the Air Force. They served to protect us. Many of them put themselves in harm's way. They took big risks to help make the rest of us safe. Now that took courage. And that's something else we know for sure. And we know it takes courage sometimes to put someone else's safety above ours in importance. We honor their courage on Veterans Day. So Thursday was Veterans Day. The church calls the Sunday closest to Veterans Day Veterans Sunday. When we think about the courage that comes from God to forget about your own safety and comfort and do things because you're thinking of other people's safety. And this is what Jesus did. Now, back to the age old question. Why are there wars between countries in the first place? Well, we don't really know. We do know that Jesus said wars will come, nations will rise against nations. He also said something that we don't know the reason for either. There will be earthquakes and famines. Those things, like war, cause lots of pain and suffering, which we really don't know the reason for either. But here's what we do know. God and Jesus give us the courage to face all those questions with faith, even if we don't know the answers, and the courage to face all dangers and do what we can to help others, even if it means putting ourselves in danger. That's the courage we celebrate and thank God for on Veterans Day. And as Thanksgiving is coming up, something to think about then, too.